Hi, I am Dr.M.Thangavel, Professor of Computer Applications, Erode Sengunthar Engineering College. Today our session is Quicksort. You know very well what is sorting. Sorting is arranging the element in either ascending order or descending order. The sorting methods can be classified into two types. One is the internal sorting method, another is the external sorting method. The small volume of data can be sorted in main memory itself. So this type of sorting method is called the internal sorting. The huge volume of data cannot be sorting only in the main memory. It will use the external storage devices also. So the type of sorting method is called as the external sorting method. This quicksort belongs to the internal sorting method. First, we will see the concept. Let me take some examples of element. First, we will take 10 elements. One is the 43. 24, 75, 11. It can be shuffled element. Some 65, 58, then 94, 36, 99 and 87. So these are the 10 elements we will take for quick sorting method. The first element is identified as the key element. Let me introduce the two index variables. One is I, another one is j. So the index variable is the position variable. The process is from left to right. We will search the first biggest element, and simultaneously we will check the first smallest element from the right to left. So this is the concept. First we will start from the ith position of 2. The key element is compared with the position 2 element. So 23 is smaller than the 43. So our method is search the first biggest element. So we will increment the ith value. Now I equal to 3. So in this position we have the value of 75. 75 is larger element than the key element. So we identified the first biggest element in the list. So from right to left, we will search the first smallest element. So the j position is now 10. So the key element is compared with the 10th position element 87. 87 is the biggest element than the key element. From right to left, we will search the first smallest element. Though the j position is decremented by 1. Now j equal to 9. Again 99 is also greater than the 43. So again the j position is decremented by 1. Now the j position is 8. Now the 36 is smaller than the key element. So now we identified the elements. After identifying the two elements from left side and right side, now the position should be compared. The ith position should be lesser than the jth position. If it is so, we can interchange these two elements. So we will go to the next iteration, that is 43, 24. Then the 36 is interchanged to the third position, and the 75 is interchanged to the eighth position. So 36, 11, 65, 58, 94, again 75, 99 and 87. So now the I is less than the j, so the process is continued. Now increment the ith position by 1, that is I equal to 4. Again compare the fourth position element with the key element. The fourth position element is the smaller than key element. So we will again go to the another position. I is incremented by 1. Then the ith position is 5. Now the ith position element is greater than the key element. So the element is identified from left side. In the right side, we will start again the process. So the j is decremented by 1. Then j position is 7. So the 43 is compared with the j position element, that is 94. This is the biggest number. Our process is we should identify the first smallest number from right to left. So again we will decrement the j position by 1. Now j equal to 6. Again we will compare the key element with the j position element, that is 58. 58 also greater than the 63. Then we Once again we will move to next question. So j is decremented by 1. Now j is 5. Again we will compare 43 compare with the 65. 65 is again the biggest element. So the j quotient should be decremented by 1. So now j is 4. Then 43 is compared with the j quotient element, that is 11. We find the first smallest number from the list. So now we identified the two elements. One is from left side and another one is from the right side. Now what we want to do, we should compare the position element. So whether it is I is less than j. Here it is not. The ith position is 5 and jth position is 4. So here it is false. I is greater than j. So what we want to do means we will break the table into two types. Now the key element will reach its own position. That is, the key element, the position is 4. It will now move to 4. So the key element and the jth position should be interchanged. So now the next term we will get is 11, 24, 36, 43, 65, 58, 94, 75, 99 and 87. So the key element, once the iteration is completed, the key element is reached its own place. Now then we will split the table into two, exclude the key element position. So the quicksort is the recursive method. We will again call the quicksort for first table and the second table. Again we will do the same process. Here the 11 is the key element. Again we will set the ith position and the jth position. Ith position and the jth position. So first we will search the first biggest number. 24 is the biggest number. Then from right to left we will search the first smallest number. So the 36 is the biggest number. Again the jth position should be decremented, that is 2. So again compare the 11 and 24. 24 is also the biggest number. The jth position is go to 1th position. Now the key element and jth position is the same. At the same time, and I and j also compared. So I is greater than j. I is greater than j. So all the elements are arranged in the same manner. Let me go to the second table. Here 65 is the key element now. Again we will set the two index variable I and j. Two index variable I and j. So now the ith position is the 6 and jth position is the 10. Again we will do the same process. The 65 is compared with the 58. We will find the first biggest number from left to right. So 58 is lesser than the 65. So we will increment the ith position. I equal to now 7. So we will get the value of 94. So 65 is less than 94. So we will identify the value from left side. At the same time, we will do the same process from right to left. From right side, the jth position element is 87. It is bigger than the 65. We will search the first smallest number from the list. So the jth position is again decremented by 1. This 9. 99 also the greatest number than the key value. Then again the jth position is decremented by 1. Now j is 8. 75 also bigger than the 65. Again move to another position. J is decremented by 1. J equal to 7. 94. 94 also the biggest number. So again we will move to next position. J equal to 6. Now we found the next element 58. Now we should compare the ith position and the jth position. Here the I is 7 and j is 6. Our rules, I is overlapped by j. I is overlapped by j. So again we will do the partition. The key element will reach its own position. The key element will to preach it one question. So we should interchange the key element and the jth position element. So now 58, 65, 94, 75, 99 and 87. Once we done it, the table should be separated. So 58 is separated and 94 to 87 is again separated. The key element 65 reaches one place. Now the 94 is identified as the key element. Again we will do the same process. So we will set the I position and j position. J is 10, I is 8. We will do the same process. The 94 is compared with the 75. From left to right, we will identify the first biggest number. So the I value is incremented by 1. Then the question is 9. So 94 is smaller than the 99. So we identified the element. From left to right, from right to left, we will search the first smallest number. 87 is the smallest number. Now we compare the ith and jth question. I is less than j. So our rule is true. So we will interchange these two elements. So now we will get the 94, 75, 87 and 99. So that we will do the same process. So now I is at 9th position. No, I is at 9th position. J is at 10th position. So the J is decremented by 1. So J equal to 9. Now we will compare the key element and the jth position element. Well, first we will search the first biggest element. So 94, 75 and 87. So 87 also the smallest number. So we cannot find the first biggest number. So we will again do the, from right to left we will do the same process. So from right to left we will find the first smallest number. So 94 is less than 75. So the element is identified. Now we will interchange the jth position and the key element. After the last iteration, we obtained the sorting list, that is 11, 24, 36, 43, 58, 65, 75, 87, 94 and 99. So this is the method of quick sort. So we can get the sorting very quick manner compared with the other sorting method. Let me see the algorithm for this process. So the quick sort algorithm is the recursive algorithm. We will introduce the two attributes. One is the table, that is called as the K, and lower bound and upper bound. So this is the question. Lower bound is the starting question, upper bound is the ending question. The three-step process we can do the quick sort method. First is the initialize. The flag is set as true. First. The second is the perform sorting. Now we introduce the two elements, that is I is the K of lower bound and J is the K of upper bound. That is the position element. So the key element is the first element. Already we have seen the key element is the first element. Okay. Now we will do the process. the I should be incremented because the I is the now lower one is 1, so it should start from 2. So I equal to incremented by 1, I equal to I plus 1. Repeat. Repeat while k of I less than key. K of I less than key. Because we search the first biggest element. So when the ith position element is smaller than key, it will move. The process will be repeated. So the position should be incremented. I equal to I plus 1. Before that, we should check if lower bound less than upper bound. Then the process will start. Okay. So in the simultaneously, we will do the same process from right to left. So the j is j minus 1, here upper bound plus 1. So j equal to j minus 1. So repeat while k of j greater than key element. We will search the first smallest element from right to left. So the process will continue j equal to j minus 1. Okay. Once we obtain the ith position element and jth position element, then we should compare the ith and jth position. If I is less than j, then the ith position element and the jth position element will be interchanged. Then k of I interchange k of j. When the I is overlapped by j, the process should be stopped. Then else the flag is set to false. The iterative process will be stopped and we will interchange the key element with the jth position element. Key element and the jth position element is interchanged. Now we get the position of key element, so the table is split into two. That is called quicksort. K lower bound and j minus 1. Then call quicksort k j plus 1 to upper 1. Again recursively it will call, the same process will be continued. At last this is the quicksort algorithm. We can write this program either in C, C++ or Java.